Hi everyone, I'm Coralfish. Happy Halloween! Today is October 31st, 2011. This is another episode of NUG, in which I very briefly get into a little news story regarding cannabis and the world around us. Today's story requires some strong medicine, so I am going for some platinum cookies I just picked up in San Francisco. Whew, this is going to be a big drop. This came from the Green Door. And this is oil, which is a concentrate of cannabis, of course, but not everyone knows that. This story, I say, requires some strong medicine because it is coming from a big source. It's coming from the White House themselves. I think everyone that signed one of the White House petitions regarding cannabis that was addressed did get an email with their formal response. And it's that response that brings us to today's news nug. But let's get torching the nail and into this hit. I'm going to use my titanium nail, pure bong. Okay, that's ready to go. Put the globe on top. And let's do this. The response that I wanted to talk about today actually addresses 8 different petitions that reached the 5,000 minimum signature limit that the White House set themselves. The 8 different petitions ranged in laws from hemp prohibition to states having freedom to pass or establish their own marijuana laws, removal of marijuana from the Schedule I list of controlled substances. However, the petition with the most signatures actually reached 74,000 signatures, and that was the petition to legalize and regulate marijuana in a manner similar to alcohol, which again seems pretty reasonable to me. The response is frustrating in particular to me because I think that when 151,000 people supported those petitions, we were asking for President Barack Obama to listen to us and to directly respond to us. Instead, we have a response from Gil Kurlikowski, who is the drug czar, or more nicely put, the director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy. And his response is to all 8 petitions at once, and it basically says that the government supports research, definitely wants cannabis research, but because the research has never said that cannabis is safe, they will not legalize it. Most of you know these statements to be extremely contradictory because they are not supporting research. They are not. By having cannabis as a Schedule I controlled substance, there's no medicinal value, according to the government, and a high potential or risk for abuse. So no doctors are allowed to even recommend it for their patients legally, federally, and no scientists are absolutely allowed to do any research on it. It's a federally stated controlled substance, number 1. Basically, that's what their entire statement revolves around. The fact that their research says it's harmful and no other research has come forward to prove otherwise. But by maintaining this illegal status, there will not be any reliable research that can come forward because the only research they're listening to is their own. This entire statement from the White House is not bullshit. I'll say that. There's one tricky sentence in here that I will agree with. And it says, to date, neither the FDA nor the Institute of Medicine have found smoked marijuana to meet the modern standard for safe or effective medicine for any condition. And I agree. Smoking anything is, generally speaking, a bad idea. I could go on and on about this article. I think I'm going to load up one more dab and let you all go. That's it for this news nug. I always encourage you guys to break off a little piece of the news out there. Cannabis news is becoming more and more common in your local and national news. Be sure you make your voice heard that you want more of it. I will see you guys very soon. Stay passionate, stay high, stay informed. Bye, you guys.